What's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. Make sure you guys go to the website, sbr.com/NBA. Check out the articles and NBA content we have over there. I'm your host, Jay Money. That's my guy, Jordan Sharp. That's my guy, Junior Browne. We're here to break down these NBA games on this Thursday slate, my guys. Let's get to it. Jordan, what's up with you, bro? How was your day yesterday?
Not great. Did not get a win in the Suns 76ers. They just hit every shot imaginable down the stretch. I mean, Devin Booker hitting fadeaway jumpers. Its shot clock expires 20 seconds to go, and then Embiid hitting step back threes and almost sent it to overtime. If you saw at the end of that game where he launched a full court shot that went in and out, basically, that would have sent us. So there's just everything going wrong for me in that pick. And then, of course, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely jumped on the Grizzlies. And, of course, the good old Grizzlies are back. Just beat them up in the first half and then completely give up the game in the second. It's just classic Grizz. So 0-2 yesterday. Very disappointed in that. Trying to bounce back here today. How about you, Junior?
Junior, everything good with you, my guy?
Yeah, I thought we lost you, bro. I'm here. Yeah, bro. Hit the Knicks money line. I got that at even money, and parlay them boys with the Nuggets. Another day, another money line parlay. Jay, that's what we do around here. Plus 215. I stay cash in money line parlays, but try to tell y'all.
Exactly. Yeah, the Grizzlies, Jordan. I don't know how the hell the Grizzlies lost that game. I mean, they come out there, smack them in the first quarter, and they give up the game. They got Jaren Jakes. They had Dylan Brooks. Everybody ended up losing that game by 12. Pretty crazy. The Warriors end up losing to the Wizards. Wizards get it done 118-114. The Suns get it done over the 76ers 116-113. The Nets go down versus the Raptors 114-103. Let's see, the Thunder go down versus the Pacers 122-116. The Mavs get it done over the Pistons 127-117. The Cavs smack up the Bulls 121-105. The Jazz smack up the Rockets 112-89. And let's see, yeah, the Heat, they smack up the Spurs 107-87. The Blazers, hopefully you guys got the Blazers plus 1.5. They end up losing that game by one. Or plus one, and you tied that one. The Timberwolves go down versus the Kings. They lose that one 128-125, my guys. Let's get to today's games, though. That's what you guys are here. Let's get to the Suns versus Celtics, my guys. Suns versus Celtics, Junior. We got the Celtics. Right now, it's sitting at 1.5 point dogs at the house. You like anything in this one?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of pissed off. I didn't believe in the Suns yesterday. I really thought Ben Simmons would be playing. Looks like he's out again today. I'm sorry. I'm talking about that game as if it's right now. But yeah, I'm sorry that I'm really pissed off that I missed out on that opportunity yesterday. As for today, it looks like Jaylen Brown's probably out. Tatum's questionable. Kemba's questionable. This line's obviously plummeted from where it opened. I feel like the Suns is like the biggest square play in the world, considering the spot because of a back-to-back, but they just keep winning games. Best ATS team in the league. Gonna have to take the Suns in this spot, official play. I mean, I feel like it's like what everyone's taking, everyone, their mama got the Suns, but the Celtics even without just Browne and Tatum and Kemba not 100%. I think that, it's a situation where already how are they going to deal with Ayton's size and just the length of the Suns and the way the Suns play, especially defensively. It's just not a good look for Boston, but it's not a great spot for Phoenix either. I guess maybe I'm just too stubborn to miss out on the Suns 2 days in a row, and I'm just blindly betting them in this spot, but it's an official play anyway.
Got you. Suns laying 1.5 over here in Boston. Jordan, you like anything in this one, my guys? And also total has came down, been steamed down from 223.5 to down to 220. Jordan, you like anything in this one?
Yeah, this total's bounced around a lot. I'm hesitant. I'll start with the spread. I'm very hesitant to, I think, lay either side of this equation here. The Suns on the back-to-back, third game in 4 nights. You have a Celtics team that's not completely healthy, like Junior said, even though I think Tatum's officially going to play tonight. But they've also, I mean, we talked about this, I believe, last time we talked about the Celtics was Monday, so they've had 3 days off or something crazy like that. And I basically said, I've been really impressed with the way the Celtics have been playing. Have they turned it around? And then they turn around and lose to the Bulls, a shorthanded Bulls team at that. So kind of tough for me to get on either side of this. I think if I had to make a play on this game, probably would be the under, but it's not anything I'm excited about or have anything on currently, just to lean. It really will depend on how much legs the Suns have on this third game in 4 nights and back-to-back, and that's you're kind of playing with a lot of variables in that aspect when you're looking at that, going up against a team at home and who's rested, much more rested. So tough for me to get involved in either side of this game. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Suns win. So definitely rooting for Junior to win this one here, but probably not one I'm going to jump on tonight.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. What's up, Junior?
I'm on the under 220. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I won't be long with it. Just under. I'm on the Suns and the under.
Yeah, that would be my play if I had one on this one.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't talk you off either one of those, my guys. Definitely could see the Suns bringing their defense here. And I could definitely see them winning this game for sure, my guys. Could not talk you off Suns or the under. Could be the plays there. Let's get to this next one, my guys. We got the Pelicans. Damn, boy, somebody getting a bunch of notifications over there, boy.
My bad. I turn my phone down.
What was the name of the song? Hotline Bling? I was finna call it Hotline Ring real quick. Boy, got them thing, hit them up over there. Now, but let's get to the next game. We got the Pelicans versus Magic here. Pelicans versus the Magic. Yeah, you got to get crazy hell. You laying 9 points with the Pelicans right now, man. People's inbox me talking about, they're tanking. The Pelicans tanking right now. Jordan, what you think about that? Are the Pelicans trying to win games right now? We know Zion is unstoppable. What about the rest of the team, though? Are you laying 9 here with the Magic? You think with the total?
I'm glad you said that, because the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth is the same thing before you even said that. And it's like, am I crazy for wanting to take the points here in this game? Like the Magic, yeah, they've lost 3 straight, but they play hard. Like they still play pretty solid defense. They just can't score. But against the Pelicans defense, like you got to think they're going to get a $110, $112 tonight. Even if, I mean, they're missing a ton of bodies, but they're not like completely inept on offense. They got Cole Anthony back. Terrence Ross plays, and I know he's questionable. Like, man, I'm thinking about taking the points with the home team here. You can be almost double digits with a team at home against a Pelicans team that just, can't play defense to save their life. And no one's going to stop Zion. He's probably going to have 35 tonight, but I'll take my chances with the rest of the Pelicans. They got enough guys that can throw at Brandon Ingram to kind of slow him down. Lonzo Ball versus Cole Anthony doesn't scare me too much. Like, the Magic, they're not laying down for anybody. They may be tanking, but they're not getting blown out. Like, at least they haven't recently. They have been blown out, obviously, in a couple of these games, but I can't. You're telling me 10 points against a team, another non-playoff team. Like I'm kind of leaning that direction. I don't know about you guys, but definitely not laying the points. That's for sure.
Got you, Junior. Yeah, no, I couldn't talk you off that. I was feeling the same way, Jordan. I'm not in a hurry to go and bet the Magic.
No,
but
me neither.
It's this simple. I'm not laying 9 points, especially on the road with the Pelicans here, Junior. I wouldn't even lay it if they were at the house. So Magic on the way I would look here, Junior. What you thinking in this one, my guy?
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that Jordan's not on this total, if I'm going to be honest. I'm on the over 220, 221, sorry, not 220. I'm on the over 221. I think that I think Jordan's being conservative. I think the Pelicans score like $115, $120 at least. And it's not like they play any defense. So, yeah, I think this is going to go over the total for a variety of reasons. Both of these teams suck, by the way. But the Magic, being a defensive team, is past tense. Since the All-Star break, they're like 25th in the league in defense, and they're like 29th in offense, which doesn't really bode well for me betting a total. But like we've mentioned, basically every single time we talk about the Pelicanos, and as if you just watch basketball, you've seen they don't play any defense whatsoever. Their coach basically called them worse than a high school team in that one situation that we saw the other day against the Knicks. So the Pelicans don't stop anybody, and Orlando cannot stop what the Pelicans bring to the table in terms of their front court with Zion and Brandon Ingram. I think 221 is a bit low. I see that the steam is going the other way, so I'm going against the steam, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Yeah, I was going to say it's been steamed down from 224.5 down to 221. But, you make really good points there. Obviously, if the Pelicans will get what they want and the Magic are an active dog here, and them boys can, you know what I'm saying, if they're underdog, that they might push the Pelicans to the limit here and push the total over. So I'd possibly looking towards I was with Jordan there. I was looking towards the dog here, the Magic, but I'm staying off this one, man. There's no way that it's not no way, but I know there's money coming on the Pelicans. Be magic or nothing for me, my guys. And that's a nice look by Junior there on the over as well, my guys. Let's get to this next game. We have the 76ers versus the Bucks here. This line was originally at 5.5. It's up to 8 now for the Bucks. From if I'm not mistaken, did see that Embiid said that he was going to play. That was yesterday, but we know things can change. So we'll see what's up with Tobias Harris, Simmons, and those guys. Totals dropped from 228.5 down to 225. Junior, you like anything in this one?
No, I just don't see an advantage in this game. I wanted to really watch this game, but you want all of the big dogs to be at least present, which is why this line is like it's a bit out of whack. Can't really bet on a line where you don't know who's playing, especially Tobias Harris. I think Tobias Harris, I at least have to know what's going on with him. If you're not going to have Simmons, you're not going to have Curry. Tobias Harris is like the only other reliable scorer they have other than Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris is a bucket, and if he's not in there for a team that struggles to score, I can't invest in this game. Not even the total, because again, you kind of just don't know what you're going to get. So I'm off this game until we get more information about the injury news.
Exactly, Jordan. Not one that we're looking to bet right now with a lot of huge injury, with a huge question marks. And Seth Curry was another one that was obviously question mark for the set. Do you have anything on this one right now?
No, I'm kind of with Junior. I think Tobias Harris is kind of the glue that holds the Sixers offense together until we know about him. It's very tough to get on the side of them coming off the back-to-back, especially like you said. Things can change. The Sixers can look at. I think this is the last game against the Bucks this season, right? So they could look at this as like, hey, we might face these guys in the playoffs. Let's just pack it up. It's playoffs start in a few weeks. I think we've kind of talked about that with it. Some of these teams like the Sixers really need to start probably thinking more about the playoffs than they do about winning games right now, because they do have a favorable playoff seed pretty locked up at this point. Things can change. They could look at this as like, hey, let's use this one of our last real tune-ups here before we start, playing it a little safer here after this. So it's tough to get a read on what the Sixers are going to do in this game. The Bucks obviously completely healthy. They're going to come at this game in need of a win. They've lost 2 straight. Not really easy for me to get on board. I'd love to bet the under here, but like Jay was mentioning here, that this total kind of reflects that like half of Philly could sit out tonight, like because this would probably be 230 points or more if all those guys were healthy and guaranteed to play tonight. So I think they're kind of middling that action, so it could react pretty heavy to the news. But for me, probably going to stay away simply because A, don't know who's going to play for Philly, and B, I just don't know if I can trust the Bucks defense here. The last 2 games they've lost, they've given up 128 in both of them. So if I was going to bet the under, I would have to be really firm believer that the Bucks are going to have to be able to stop the Sixers tonight. And unless a lot of Sixers are missing, I don't think that's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, the Bucks are coming off a couple of losses, 2 straight losses as well. So it's a good point by you, Jordan. It's just like you say. I mean, all 3 of them could play. Harris, Simmons, and Curry, all 3 of them could sit, guys. So it's definitely one where there's really even no point in talking about this one right now until we know literally all 3 of them in or out, my guys. Let's get to the next one. We have the Pistons here versus the Spurs here. Spurs laying 8.5 at the house here, Junior. You like anything in this Spurs versus Pistons spot? Are you watching this game?
Jay's telling jokes now on the show. First of all, you told 2 jokes right there. First of all, you said the Spurs are laying 8 points. That's joke number 1. Joke number 2, am I going to be watching this game? No. I wouldn't go to this game if you gave me free courtside tickets.
I would.
I'm obviously lying.
I'd definitely go to that game if you gave me free courtside tickets.
I've never sat courtside, so obviously I would have to do that. But in all seriousness, no, I can't bet on this game. This is such a bad spot for both teams. Both teams are playing 3 games in 4 nights, coming off a back-to-back situation. I guess you could say the Spurs didn't have to travel, but it's not like as if Detroit had to travel from far. They're just in Dallas, so I don't know what the advantage is here. The number means that I just can't get involved in this. And as for the total, it's another one of those I don't knows. These teams are so inconsistent, especially the Pistons. I I can't get involved in this game. I'm sorry. Pass.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't even want to have it on the rundown, my guys, but it wasn't that many games, so I had to throw it on there,
Sorry.
Jordan. You like anything? This obviously, I mean, the Spurs did their team, both teams on a back-to-back. The Spurs ones got their teeth kicked in last night.
Yep.
Pistons, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Spurs have a lot more to play for in theory for the Pistons. What would you say, Jordan? Just a free lean. Let me see. Spurs are nothing if you had to take it, or what? Were you looking at the total, maybe a little over spot?
Free money, free bet. I probably would take a look at the total just because if there's going to be a significant amount of the Pistons offense missing tonight, probably would bet the under here. But then again, with both teams coming off of a back-to-back, there's absolutely no guarantees the Pistons play defense tonight. The Spurs have been one of the better defenses in the league over the last 5 or 6 games. Even them coming off, I mean, they held the Heat to 107 last night. Yeah, granted, they couldn't score, save their own lives, but I mean, this is the type of game that you could see one or both teams finishing below 100 points. That being said, like the Spurs I've backed them on under spots before lately, and they've given up 130 points just out of nowhere against a team that they should have no business to. So, I mean, like that could very easily happen tonight. So I'm kind of with you. I'm like, just nothing gets me excited enough to kind of put my own money on this game. But if you gave me a free play, I'd probably wait and look at the injury report here in about 15 minutes and make sure there's going to be some guys sitting out. And then I would probably bet the under because I just can't. If the Spurs actually play defense tonight and aren't too tired from coming off of a game last night, they could hold Detroit to under 90 so easily tonight, especially if like Grant sits. You know, like there's a lot of possibilities of what the Pistons could do here. So probably lean under, but I'm with you guys. I'm not touching it with my money. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll be watching every second of this game for sure, my guys. So,
yo, can I say something
today.
real quick? I want to shout out 420 Fuego because he's always in the chats, but he just said this is a Piston spot, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I want to know the reason that he's saying that, if in case he's got some inside information, because he's always here holding it down in the chats.
Got you. Yeah. No, I mean, hey, the Pistons, in my opinion, I'm with Jordan. I'd even think that they might even start resting some guy. I mean, just the Pistons don't have a whole lot to play for. It's already not a good spot for them. They don't necessarily want to risk injury. You're just out there playing basketball. There's literally nothing. Actually, if there's something to play for, it's actually going to lose this game on purpose. So, I mean, they already a 9-point underdog. So it's just, and at this point in the season, at this point in the season, it's just like, I mean, I'm not saying that the Pistons can't cash, but at this point in the season, in theory, just not looking to bet on these type of teams.
My bad.
That's one thing I'm gonna say.
I was just saying real quick. Also, I'm gonna take a look at this information too, because usually I'm up on this a little bit more. But like, you got to also look at some of these tanking teams and if they have protected picks this year, because if they're trying to like keep a top 3 or top 5 protected pick, there is no such thing as a Pistons spot for the rest of the year. I'm sorry. Like you gotta kind of be aware of that here over the last few weeks of the season, because now is the time where these guys, they go to their first round pick goes to Houston, but it's 1 through 16 selected, so they're fine this year. But still, like some of these teams do have top 3, top 5 picks. You got to look out for. I think like especially this time of year.
Exactly. Hey, usually when we do this and we're talking all this stuff, the team usually covers, guys. So to be honest with you, usually we'll be like, oh, there's no way in hell. I'll look up and they'll be like, oh, stick a sock in your mouth. The boys
Triple
cash.
J
So, hey,
jinx.
I don't have anything on it. I hope you cash, my guys. I'm just saying theory. Obviously, what I'm saying is full squad. Maybe Pistons give them a run. So maybe if they play everybody, they didn't look too good last night, man. Let's get to the next. I'm talking about a ton of turnovers. It's almost like a G League team last night, other than Grant. Let's get to the next game. We have the Hornets versus the Bulls. Hornets versus Bulls. For what I've been seeing, guys, pretty much everybody's been taking the Hornets here. Junior, you think it's just that simple? We just ride the Hornets today. No Zach LaVine. They just got smacked last night. You think it's gonna be? Do we just take the Hornets free money, Junior? What you liking?
Yeah, I love to know these theories that people have where it's just like, yeah, the Hornets are a for sure bet on team. I mean, y'all must got money. I don't got money to lose like that. I got enough bets that I make every day. This game is a massive pass for me. I'm one of the, obviously, on this show at least, I'm the one that be riding for the baby Bulls. The baby Bulls be cashing spreads. Not anymore, they don't. They haven't been cashing spread, covering spreads for at least a good month now. Let's call it 2 straight weeks where they've only cashed 20% of their spreads. They're not cashing, or they're not covering in back-to-back situations either. They've gone 1-5 ATS in their last 6 back-to-back situations. I got to follow the trends and ride the waves. And for now, I got to hop off the Baby Bulls, especially without Zach LaVine, because even with them, they still weren't covering spreads. So without him, it's real ugly right now. A lot of people will not be on this roster next season. I promise you that.
Got you. Yeah, my problem, Jordan, I've been watching Kobe White, and he has not looked good. For one, you already, and the team doesn't have enough point guards. And when you let Satoransky take your job, that's not good because Satoransky is not a star point guard in this league. And then when Kobe White does get in there, it's not good. And I can't say that he should have stayed in college longer because he went to college for all 4 years. So it's just like I can't even say that about him. It's tough. Jordan, what you like anything in this? Do you think it'll be easy for the Hornets tonight? You think the Bulls look like they did last night, my guy?
First of all, I'll touch on the Hornets just because you asked that first. Like, I don't understand why people think that the Hornets are a lock in this game just with you. You're still missing 2 of your 3 best offensive players. You failed to score 100 points in 3 of your last 5 games, and the only 2 games you scored over 100 points was against the Portland Trailblazers defense and a Nets team that was resting a bunch of guys and probably wasn't playing any defense either. And so it's like, yeah, it baffles my mind that people are moving this line towards the Hornets. Yeah, you may be right. Like, I may eat my words. The Hornets may win this game by 20 points. The Bulls may be trash. Like, whatever. But it's not going to be easy tonight, and I think the spread reflects that. This game's a coin flip. The Bulls are talented enough to win this game. And as far as like Kobe White goes, I'm with you. It kind of baffles my mind that like this was supposed to be his reaffirmation of his talent once Zach LaVine went down. Like, he was supposed to come in and like kind of carry the Bulls a little bit here, and he's had some really nice games, but like it's basically an every other kind of thing with him. I don't know exactly what's going on with him. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or not, but like he's still 21, so I'm not really ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater just yet with him. But for anybody who thinks, once again, it's kind of similar thoughts I have with the last game as Detroit and San Antonio. If you think you got to lean on this game, you think you got an edge, by God, bet it, because I do not, and I cannot find one.
My guy said, I'm not ready to throw the baby in the bed.
He's only 21. Give the boy a break. He's only been able to legally drink for like 3 months, man.
I never heard them before. I'm not ready to throw the baby with the bathwater. Hey, I dig it. It makes sense. Yeah, like I say, it was just crazy to me that everybody thought that it was gonna be easy with the Hornets. So I mean, I'm not betting this game. If I did, I'd be on the Bulls to bounce back here. Obviously, it is on the back-to-back. They're coming back to the house off that. I mean, they really got their butts kicked though from the start last night in the versus the Cavs. So I mean, and the only thing I'm saying is the Bulls right now, they sit at 12th right now in the East. If they want to, they have to win games like this. Obviously, a toss-up game at the house. Really, you had to win last night, but to be honest with you, Cavs, they had some quick revenge. They have something to play for, to be honest with you, well, because they're right there on the they have an outside chance as well to come back and try to get that playoff tournament. So just letting you know, I mean, just because it's a must-win for the Bulls doesn't mean that they are, but it is a game that the Bulls need. Obviously, I mean, they pretty much need every game right now, so they just can't afford to lay down, and they really got their ass kicked last night. I'm talking about, if I'm not mistaken, I think they started off like I know that they were down 20 at the end of the first quarter. I know it was like 32-12. So, I mean, it was pretty much never a game. We'll see if they'll be able to bounce back. I think that their defense could probably, if they could come to play defensively here, it could carry them versus this Hornets team who, like Jordan said, missing some ball handlers. So, crazy to say, man, but Bulls are nothing for me in this one in the bounce back spot, my guys. I might get there. If I was making some say, might be the Bulls, my guys. Let's get to the next one. We got this last game up. Lakers versus, which Blackjack is on here? The Bulls. If Blackjack on here, I know he might be on. But Lakers versus Mavs, man. We got AD coming back. We got AD coming back here. Junior, you like something in this one? This is a game, in theory, should be like an NBA game, not a G League game. We got the Mavs here as well, laying 2.5 at the house. AD back. Junior, what you like?
Lakers +3 official play. I almost want to take the Lakers money line, but I don't want to disrespect your Mavs. The Mavs don't play defense right now. The Mavs let really, really bad teams score a lot of points against them, and now they got to come against AD. And listen, you know, we try to make educated guesses here. That's basically the business we're in. If I'm going to make an educated guess, if Anthony Davis is sat out for this long, yeah, he could possibly be rusty, but I bet you he's got to be looking like playoff ready. Like, this is the playoff stretch run for Anthony Davis. This is what he's been gearing up for. I'm sure he could have played weeks ago. They did this on purpose, and I feel like this line is pretty short considering the way the Mavs are playing defense right now. They don't guard anybody. The last 3 games, they've given up at least 15, 17 points per game. It's ugly for them, and their offense isn't as good as we've come to expect. Sorry, last year we kind of might forget. I know you don't forget, Jake, because you're over there. Dallas had the best offense in the league, and by a pretty good margin too. This year, that's not the case at all. They're not a bad offense, but they're like 10th, and their defense sucks. They let the Pistons score 117. Sacramento score $121 and the Knicks score 117. I don't mean to trash your Mavs, but just right now, it's not looking good over there. And now they're laying points against the Lakers, who play defense and have Anthony Davis coming back. I'm kind of confused by this line, if I'm going to be honest.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'll say this: I don't have a bet on the game, but usually when you trash a team, they'll come back and bite you in the ass, man. I don't have a single bet on this game. I hope you cash, my guy. And I'm not saying this because it's the Mavs, but usually when you know what I'm saying, it happens. It happens when I do it, Jordan. And if I had to take this game, I'd be on the Mavs laying the points here, Jordan. Still ain't no LeBron, and AD probably been playing like 20 minutes, Jordan. What you like in here, my guy?
I was just gonna say, like, huge question mark of how many minutes Davis plays tonight. If he comes back and is in the 30-minute mark tonight, I will be extremely surprised.
No, he has a minutes restriction.
Yeah, like he's gonna probably only be out there for 15 to 20 tonight, and they'll slowly kind of build him up 3 to 5 minutes at a time until he's back up to that range. So I mean, like it's hard for me to like now. Well, we saw what Jaren Jackson Jr. did in like 18 minutes last night too. Anthony Davis is obviously a step above him, so I mean he could have 20 points in 18 minutes tonight pretty easy against this Dallas defense. What's up?
Add some stairs to them steps. He's several steps above Jaren Jackson Jr., my guy.
Yeah, he's the best player in the league. Let's just be quite frank out there. But I mean, like, I'm just like best player on the team type of guy is kind of what I was going for. I wasn't like comparing them side by side necessarily. But like, yeah, like it's tough for me to like Junior mentioned. It's tough for me to get on the Mavs tonight though, because they've been the worst defensive team in the league over their last 6. I don't know how much of that has to be like motivation, because they've played some really bad teams during that stretch. It's kind of like we're in the dog days of the season at this point. Like now that they've gotten a point where they're at home and they're against an opponent that's somebody that they need to beat, obviously, like I wouldn't be surprised, like Jay was talking about, if they have a bounce back effort tonight. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. But I feel like I'm a broken record every time we talk about this Dallas Mavericks team. When they play defense, they're they're a playoff top 4, top 5 team in the West. When they don't, they're a lottery team, and it's just as simple as that. They go by way of their defense because when they play good defense and they can get out and run because they get missed shots, it helps their offense. And as Junior mentioned, their offense hasn't been that great either because they have not been able to get anybody to miss a shot. So like, are they gonna prevent the Lakers from making shots tonight? I don't know, because the Lakers have a really talented front court, and that's been an area where Dallas has struggled. They've been messing around with their starting lineup. Dwight Powell has been playing and all of a sudden was starting the other night. Like, I don't know if they know what they're doing in the front court position right now, front positions, and it's tough defensively, especially. It's tough for me to really back them tonight as a bounce back if I can't trust them to slow down the Lakers' bigs here of Drummond and Anthony Davis, even a limited Anthony Davis. So going to be a pass for me. I think if you made me get a lean, I'd probably lean towards the Lakers, but we talk about this all the time. Guy coming back from injury, especially long layoff, especially a high usage guy, can throw things off. I don't know if I want to get involved in taking the 3 like that on Davis's first game back, assuming he's only out there for 15 minutes and assuming that it may throw off some of the rhythm they've created. So tough for me to get involved in this game either way. I'm very interested to see what Davis looks like, though. So I'm probably just going to watch it just for that aspect. And it's easily the best game of the night. So, I mean, other than that, but I don't think I'm going to get there with a bet tonight.
Got you. Yeah, hey, I'll be honest with you. These two teams play again in a couple of days. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'd love to, but hey, if the Mavs lost this game, like I said, I'm not gonna bet on it. If I did have to take it, I'd be on the Mavs here. We still have to remember obviously AD is just not coming back. Still no LeBron. This team still struggles to score as well, even though they got used to playing without him. We've seen sometimes a star player come back that kind of mess up the flow. Not really used to playing with Drummond as well, my guys. So I do think that the Mavs do turn up for this game. If they do lose it, I'll be all over them in the next game. So that's it for me. Like I say, no official for me. Heavy lean to the Mavs if they do somehow lose this game, I'll be all over the next one. It's that simple for me. Jordan, break them off with your officials, my guy.
Yeah, tough card today. So nothing official for me just yet. But if I have two leans, I'll follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out if I get on anything tonight. But the two that I have my eye on, if I do bet something tonight, would be Magic +9 or the under in Detroit San Antonio.
Go ahead and say it. No, you say
I'm not ready to get there, man. It's the Orlando Magic we're talking about.
I'm messing with you, my guy. Junior, what you liking, my guy?
The over in Orlando, Nolans. The under in Suns Celtics, Suns -1.5, and the Lakers +3.
Got you. Hope you boys cash, man. Hope y'all cash. Follow my guys, Jordan and Junior. No officials from me today, my guys. Short card. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. Full slate, my guys. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow.